Okay. Okay. I guess we're back.
We are. Should we?
What just happened?
Well, do we intro the pod? Because
This is episode 2.
This
is episode 1.
Technically, this is episode 2.
Well, no. Technically, episode 1, but really episode 2.
Episode 2, yes.
Yeah.
For us, this is episode 2. For you, this is episode 1.
Exactly.
This is possibly the worst introduction ever to a podcast. But anyways,
or maybe even the perfect one because hey, first time doing something, you're gonna fumble the bag.
Yeah.
And I think both you and I had a fair bit of
fumbling the bag.
Of fumbling over the past 48 hours.
Yeah.
And one of those bags, the most recent bag, is the first episode that we did, the mic situation. Didn't really work out. My mic was super loud and Dan's mic was extremely quiet.
Yes.
And I think that is indicative of...
Yeah. It could have been worse, though. Like, this thing could have not worked at all. So at least we can...
We're back.
Yeah.
Anyway, all excuses to the side. We're going to reintroduce ourselves. My name is Carter. I am a musician, graphics designer, all around bit of this, bit of that type of dude. And this is...
I'm Dan, and I'm a Lebanese male, straight out of the northern suburbs.
Good. Now that we've gotten that one out of the way, this podcast we started as a bit of a hobby project, a little passion project.
I think we've got to kind of tell them again.
Yeah,
for the first time.
Yeah,
but
for sure.
I think like what this is going to be, and like what we've got in mind.
Yeah,
I'd say.
Take it away, Dan.
I'd say I think we both agreed that this could be something cool. It's more of like a hobby for us, but we thought it'd be cool to, just let you guys in on our experiences and our lives and
our conversations.
And our conversations, really, because we've been having a shit ton of hilarious conversations and moments and stuff. And we thought, why not just, put it on a podcast and, have a good time with it.
Absolutely. I think I kind of wish that more of other people in this field would be doing something like this, just so, like, because a lot of times when you listen to other artists talk, they're often so far ahead. They're on such a level that some of the things that they might be talking about seems a little bit unrelatable. So I think what me and Dan are just people trying to do something creative, and obviously with a few years of experience, we have some perspective.
Yeah, for sure. And we've got quite a bit planned. We have some guests. We have in mind. We have some pretty cool guests. We're gonna get onto the show.
Mm-hmm.
And we're just gonna have fun with this, because we're creative guys. So we'll have like heaps of ideas, and we definitely want to hear from you guys. Like what you guys think. If you have ideas, definitely like questions and topics you want to hear us talk about. That's like I'd say a main thing.
Weekly.
Yeah, because I guess you guys are watching this because you want to hear more about us. So if there are things that you want to hear our opinions on,
or about the guests that were
all the guests that we have on, but yeah, we are open books, I'd say.
But also this isn't like necessarily a creative focused podcast. I think I would like to just talk to people with fascinating life experiences and things that I'm personally interested in.
And even if let's say you bring on someone who's, let's say, into fucking archery or some shit,
or maybe a Lego master or something.
I fucking love it. I'd love to meet
a Lego master.
But I'd say like something that I'm, let's say, not into or that interested in.
Yep.
Let's say you bring someone in, they've got some crazy stories, and then all of a sudden, you guys, even myself, all of a sudden, I never knew that archery was that crazy.
Bang. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, so heaps of stuff to look forward to for you guys, but also for us to have these quality conversations ahead.
Yeah, and I feel like as we do more of these, I guess you'll get to see more of our real selves, I guess.
It's not a pretty sight, but it's real.
It'll get more real as we go.
Yeah. So bear with us. It's gonna get better. Less bags are gonna get fumbled. More Filet-O-Fish is gonna get consumed.
Yeah.
And we're on our way.
Hey, more egg flips, bro.
More egg.
Shout out egg flip. If you are a egg flip activist, then I vote for you.
Wow.
What are you doing, bro?
Y'all might have just sent me a message that just said "fuck you."
Yeah, tell him. You know what? We were gonna get you on the pod, bro.
He's coming on the pod.
Yeah,
He'll have to come on the
he'll
pod.
get on the pod.
Hey, so so I just put up this poll on my story that says I'm gonna keep putting pictures in this. But yeah, so a T-shirt that says, "Babe, what's wrong? You've hardly touched your Filet-O-Fish." And the question is, you copying one? And the current response is 66%.
There are two people. There are two people in this world I've met that order Filet-O-Fish.
It's me and Francis.
3. There's this guy, Francis, and my mum. That's it.
I love your mum.
Well, fucking, you know what? No, not for me, bro.
Yeah. Have you ever tried it?
Huh?
Have you ever tried it?
Oh, bro, I'm not going to Macca's and getting fish. It's
Wait.
just not
Time
happening.
out. This is the thing with people that say no to Filet-O-Fish because you
Bro.
motherfuckers never tried it.
Have you had a chicken nugget?
Yeah.
Bro, I'm not... You know, like, if I go to Macca's, I don't care if a Filet-O-Fish might be good, but the fact that I'm having that instead of, like, a McChicken is disgraceful.
So you're the type of person where you wouldn't try new things, is what you're telling me.
Not when I know that it's not going to be better than...
How would you...
I just know.
How could you know?
I
This
just-
is why the world is the way that it is.
It's a fucking McChicken. The
'cause
McChicken
motherfuckers
and
like
a
you
Big
don't-
Mac. They're fucking goated burgers.
You don't switch it up. You just get McChicken and Big Mac and chicken nuggets and that's it?
No, I get like other chicken burgers and other meat burgers.
Yeah, why do you try them?
Huh?
Why do you try them?
Because it's beef and chicken. Fish in a burger.
Yep.
It's you know, they fucking punch on at the top. Beef
What?
and chicken. Fish just watches at the bottom. It just like sits there and it's like, fuck, what's going on? While beef and chicken are fucking scrapping, bro.
It's
You know
getting
what
slept on, bro. They're the underdogs, kind of like
Yeah,
us.
good.
So if you're gonna say we need to, power to the underdogs, power to the Filet-O-Fish. That's what it
Nah, bro, get that
represents.
shit out of here.
That's essentially what this burger represents.
No.
Something that not everyone is going to give the time to, but it's just a hidden gem on the menu.
It's not a hidden gem though.
Well, it is because it's been there.
It's been there for fucking 50 years and
Exactly.
it's still shit.
and you still never tried it.
Yeah, no, I ain't got time.
Episode. So today he was supposed to go past McDonald's to get 2, and we were gonna try it on the podcast live, but he refused. So
Yeah.
next time I will take on the great duty and bring it on, and we're gonna give it to you.
Taste test.
But you have to promise. You have to
And
promise.
I'm bringing the egg flip.
Sure. But you have to promise that you're going to critique it without your previous.
No,
kind
I
of
won't bullshit. I'll
judgment.
just tell you how I feel. But I will be comparing it to other McDonald's burgers. Because that's the whole point, right? At the end of the day, if I'm going back, am I going to order? That is where we're... the scale is going to be from never ordering it, never eating it again, to when I go back, I'm ordering a Filet-O-Fish. That's 10.
You don't have to do it every time.
No, it doesn't matter.
It's about the switch up.
It's
you know?
the fact that I will walk into Macca's and be like, I actually feel like a Filet-O-Fish instead of a McChicken.
Yeah.
Which I don't think we'll ever have in my life.
It's the brioche buns, baby, and the tartare sauce.
Yeah.
Alaskan
Yeah.
fish.
Yeah. No,
Clapping.
no, bro.
Clapping.
Do you eat tuna out of the can?
Yeah, bruh.
Yeah, see. I ain't about that.
I mean,
Even the smell.
yeah.
Oh,
Like
bro,
I
you pop open that lid.
Listen. I do see where you're coming from, and I wouldn't say that personally. I'm a big fish person, but I think if you were to ask any Asian person if they fuck with Filet-O-Fish, they will say,
Yeah, but you guys are into like
Yes,
weird
sir.
shit, bro. Like, you know these videos on Instagram and it's like a live octopus.
"Nah, they just do it for the clout. We don't claim him. We don't claim him.
Yeah, fair enough.
Like girls eating sea, like I don't know, like weird sea
Oh.
animals and shit like that, and they're alive, and the tentacles are like
Have you been watching The Boys?
the boy. Oh, the TV show.
Yeah.
I've seen the first or second season. It's really good. I need to get on the new one.
It's not a spoiler, really, unless you care. If you like care even about the smallest details of a show,
Don't tell me.
it's just like something he does, a character does. It's got nothing to do with the storyline at all.
Is it a new character? Would I?
I won't even tell you who the character is,
Right,
but someone like sits there and he's like eating a live octopus,
right.
and it's fucking disgusting.
Wow.
Like when he chews onto like the head part, you can just like hear it go, and just in his. Anyways, yeah, enough of that before I start gagging.
That brings us on to something that we previously talked about in episode 1, which is what are our least favorite things, like things that tick us off. And
Yeah.
chewing loud was one of my. That was my first one.
Yeah.
Yeah, please don't chew loud. Just do it with your mouth shut, you know?
I
Not to you in particular.
Yeah,
but
no.
just to the general population.
I at times can chew loud because like my brother and sister, like they're like you, like they'll fucking lose their minds, and I'll just sit there just like. But I've got this thing, right? This thing, another thing you probably didn't know about me. So when I was younger, I had a tooth. I know it's like in the middle of my gum, like at the top, like
Random tooth.
I was like a shark, bro. I had like a fucking second.
You had a layer.
I had like a second layer growing, bro.
Ew,
but it's
bro.
but not like. Do you know when you see people with like buckled teeth and like it pushes the front one out and shit?
Right.
It wasn't like that. Put your finger like a hot here, there. It was like there. It was. I was like, yeah. It was like just one. And the thing is, when I eat, I'll give you the story.
Did your mom and dad do math before they conceived you?
Nah, bro. This is just.
Are you sure?
It just came out. It was like in the middle.
You weren't living like near.
They might have done math. I don't know. Apparently,
That's not normal, bro.
Yeah. But listen, it was fucking sick, bro. I used to be like, fuck, check this out, bro. I used to show you like kids at school when I was like, I would have been like
How
grade
old?
3, grade 4, I think.
Did you have a girlfriend when you were in grade 3?
Nah, bro.
Yeah, that's why.
That's why the tooth came.
No, that's why you didn't have a girlfriend when you were in
of the
grade.
tooth?
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck, it gives a shit, bro. But I was like the coolest cunt ever because like I had this,
Yeah.
I was like a shark, bro. And so I just like, I'd go out but I remember walking into the bathroom because I had it for a while because I used to just like play with it and shit. I used to be like, oh yeah, just play with this like extra tooth that I had.
Yeah.
And I remember walking into the bathroom. I was like, hey, mom, check this out. And I was like, look. And she was like, what the fuck is that? I was like, I don't know. I was like, just a tooth. Yeah. And I remember, and so now.
She's like, that's not mine.
Yeah. You're not mine. But this is like, goes back to the annoying chewing somehow, right? Because I had that tooth there, it's kind of like, my gum is like, there's a part where it goes like in a bit because I had the tooth there.
Right.
So like food kind of gets like in there, not in there, but it'll like go in there and it makes like a sound that's like super annoying.
This is disgusting.
It's yeah, okay, for you it'd be disgusting,
Yeah.
but yeah. There you go.
So where's the tooth?
It's gone, bro.
Where?
Huh?
Where did it go? Did they pull it out?
Yeah, they took it out, but I don't know, it's gone. So I don't know.
So right now there's just a gaping hole on the top of your mouth.
No, not really a hole. It's weird. It's like it obviously healed itself, the part where the tooth came out.
Right.
But yeah.
Did anyone ever say, whoa, this is strange? Like when you went to the dentist?
I can't remember. I've got a very bad memory of when I was like in primary school, but
Oh God,
As
what
in,
happened
like,
to you?
yeah, I don't know. I got
Did-
choked out once.
Did something just happen where you just like your memory just gone blank? that entire-
It's just no, and it's not that bad, but it's just like specific stuff I can't remember. But I don't know. Yeah, I just remember having that tooth,
Right.
and yeah,
So genetically, you were prone to
now I'm a
chew
fucking
loudly.
shark, bro.
Wow.
I'm gonna change my. Oh, that should be my rap name, bro.
Dan's a shark, but
Just shark, just shark, bro. If this video gets, listen here. If this video gets, because it's a big name, 50,000 likes. I know that's not gonna happen, right?
you got
This
to
is-
make it
this is
reasonable
basic.
for the people.
No,
Let's-
no, because I don't want to change my name.
Let's make it 500.
No.
If we get
that's
500
doable. No, that's I gotta change my artist name.
Yeah.
No. Listen, because this is like
So there's no point putting.
this is relying on the fact that this somehow goes viral, and that a large amount of people want to see me change my name
We need to see a picture. I feel like
of the tooth.
just of the overall situation. I'm sure
There's nothing.
there's
but,
nothing.
But that's
So we just have to take your
you
word
can
for
ask. You can ask my mum when you see her next.
it. I was born with a tail. Did you know that?
Yeah,
Did I tell you that?
fucking Goku.
Yeah. I was born with a tail, and they ducked it.
Like fact or cap?
Huh?
Fact or cap?
I don't know. Yet to be confirmed. Nah, it's cap. I was just joking.
That'd be nuts, though.
I was just joking. Hey, but besides the fact that having a tail will make it really inconvenient to wear pants, because it's like, which way do you hang your tail? Like which leg?
I
does
just let it come out.
from the back?
Yeah, like a little hole in the pants, and it just sits out.
So you make a hole.
Yeah, fucking oath.
So you have to have a hole on all of your undies and all of your pants, and you have to like weave it through every time that you wear something.
Bro.
So you just have like a raw
imagine how
tail.
much. Yeah, bro. Fuck.
Do you reckon it's hairy? Do you reckon your tail will be hairy if people have tails?
I reckon it'd start off like skin and then it'd get hairy.
So like
It wouldn't come out hairy.
so an adult tail,
Yeah, an adult tail would be hairy.
maybe for a Lebanese man.
Man, fuck, it'd be like a border collie's tail,
For someone like me, it would just look like a long finger, just waving
like
down
a
the
sausage, just a sausage coming out of your ass. That's fucked.
Well, so
We
I love my little community on the internet, and I have had a fair few questions being submitted. Yesterday when I put up this post saying that me and Dan are gonna run a podcast, and yeah, some really good responses. We've definitely gone through a few of them. Previous conversation that bugged out.
I'd say we had some like pretty cool responses as well. We'll just I wouldn't say we won't answer them again, but some were like, what were the best eras or the worst eras of rap and the worst eras of sport?
Yep.
Which we touched over, but we were talking about it for like 15 minutes.
Yep.
So
Advice that we'll give ourselves 3 years ago. What we would like to see change in the industry, etc. And like, I feel like all of these topics, besides the sports one, the worst era one, which is a fantastic question.
yeah.
I'm sure these are questions
That
and things that will continue to
yeah.
circle back. You know.
And we'll definitely touch over these. I reckon like if we get some, you never know, we could get some like sports people on.
Oh, for sure. I would love that. I mean, like the whole reason of dropping this pod is for 100K streams on Ballin.
Yeah. Fuck.
How does it feel?
Pretty good, bro.
How does it feel to have another 6-digit to the catalog, Dan?
6. We pushing now. You know, we got 1 in the 7, which is
You got 1 in 7?
huh? Yeah, Vegeta, Prince Vegeta.
You're about to have 2, right?
Not really.
Oh.
Joker's like 700, I think.
Oh, so we got 1 each.
Yeah.
So we got 1 each.
Damn.
Let's go. And yeah, so I guess.
But yeah, that's
Thank you guys for
Yeah.
streaming.
like
And,
I'd say like the love like around Ballin was like crazy.
Yeah.
It was sick. Like you guys went nuts for that. Even like for the show, and even like when we still play that live, you know,
Yeah.
like you guys go crazy for that one.
So I think I got a lot of DMs when this happened, but how did Terrance Ross get on the song? Not the song, but the promo, the campaign, the marketing side
Yeah.
for the
Well,
song. Tell us the story, Dan. How
the whole T Ross thing.
for those of you guys that don't know,
Yeah.
Terrance Ross is an American NBA basketball player. He's been playing for a while. He was a dunk champion, and he currently plays for the
Orlando Magic.
Yep.
Yeah, so it's a strange story. I guess he could probably relate if he does watch this, but yeah, I don't know. It's weird. It's a weird relationship that I guess we have. Like I'd say like we're homies. I'd like to say that we are.
They
if not, I'm probably just gonna go cry after this episode. But you know,
they used to send each other like feet pics and stuff.
yeah,
and
feet pics and like, all that.
He'd be in his like
that's for the DMs. Keep that for the DMs.
He'd be wearing his size 16. You have to like
yeah, no,
panorama it.
no, it all started. I've got an Instagram account called Limitless AU. It was originally Limitless Comics. I just used to post a bunch of fan art and all that, and just memes and shit about Marvel, DC, anime, and all that pop culture stuff, right? And he just, I think he just followed the account, and at the moment, I was just like, yo, what the hell? I was like, fucking NBA player, just like followed my Instagram and stuff. And then we just, we hopped on PlayStation and played like Apex together a bit. And then, yeah.
How does that happen, dude?
He just put up on his story at that time, and I was just like, yeah, I'll play.
Right.
And then, yeah. And I think from there, we just kind of kept going back and forth just on Instagram. And then obviously with the podcast, I did the intro for them on their podcast.
So if you ever go online and you watch the T. Ross podcast, the introduction song is actually him rapping.
Yes, that is. I made that for them, which was cool. Cool that they they could have got anyone else, but I appreciate that they let me do that for them. So that was sick. I even like went onto the podcast as well. We had a good chat, which was cool.
Yep.
But yeah, no, he's honestly he's just such he's a top bloke. He's a top bloke.
Seemed like a nice guy, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah. So back to the Ballin. It was just a favor that I asked him, and he was kind enough to do it.
Yeah.
And yeah,
Vibed out. So
vibed out, yeah.
hope that answers everyone's question, because when we put that up, I definitely got a bunch of DMs saying, what? How much did you pay him?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter how much we pay him. I don't think he cares about our money, like for the type of shit that he be getting.
I was I can't remember who I was talking to, but it was someone about the Rick and Morty video, and someone was like, thought that you had paid. So they were like, oh, how much did Carter pay, like Adult Swim for?
What did you say?
I said, what did I say? I think I just said like it was me.
What a boring
No, they
response.
they knew it was me after, but he was like, oh, at first I was like,
oh,
how much did he pay?
Right.
But
right.
yeah, it was that was sick. If you guys haven't seen that, then
it's gone. I took it off my page.
Oh, what a bastard.
Well,
Have you seen that video?
What? Huh?
You bastard.
No, I haven't.
He always like scares the shit out of his dad.
Who?
He's, oh, just on like some TikTok or Instagram. He's oh, you bastard.
Nah. I'm sorry.
You fucking bastard.
All right.
Yeah, sorry. Go. Continue.
Okay, so let's dive back into some of these questions.
Yeah, go.
Some of the rest of the ones.
Shoot.
This one's a really good one too. Your cultures and how it's impacted your music.
You've got some like serious questions.
And your trajectory. Yeah, for
yeah,
sure.
I
People want to know.
Yeah, I would have thought like you would have got like a bunch of like piss take questions.
Oh,
like,
I got a
people
few like eggplants and
like
stuff in there.
Yeah. Like how small's your dick and shit. I thought you were gonna get questions like that.
Oh, like 1.5 inches.
Yeah, well,
works for 2.5 minutes at a time.
That's
perfect.
What was the question? Bag fumbled.
This is a count. So when we run this episode, considering he's a professional bag fumbler, we're gonna have like a little count up here somewhere of how many times Dan fumbles the bag per episode. But the question was your coaches and how that's impacted your music and your career trajectory, etc.
Yeah, I'd say
in terms of background.
Oh yeah, I'm half Lebanese on my dad's side, and my mum was born here in Australia, but her background's more European mixed, I'd say.
So white European,
huh?
White European.
My grandma is. They were born in Egypt, my grandparents, but my grandma is French. It's weird. That's what I mean. It's complicated. Then my grandpa, I think, was Maltese.
Wow. Mine's boring. I'm just purebred.
Yeah.
Chinese.
Facts.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
I don't know. Like, there's not much to say to it. There's a lot of us.
Yeah.
I'm a statistic.
What's Chinese music like?
We should have a segment in the future where we
play each other. You like get like your top 5.
Oh yeah.
And I'll get my top 5 like Arab tracks.
We should bang it out. That would be awesome.
That
would be a great segment.
Yeah. Like so in China, I'm gonna ask you a few questions.
Wait, what? Okay, go on. We'll get back to this question.
So
we'll go on a tangent.
For like, this could be like a stupid question. I'm gonna ask it anyway. But like, is there like pop, rap,
absolutely
everything, right?
Yep.
But is there like a traditional Chinese sound for like?
Oh, for sure. There's like
there's
definitely traditional Chinese music, but I wouldn't say that that's the type of music that someone who is a millennial or Gen whatever like would listen to.
Yeah, because I like, for example, like when you hear like Arabic music or Greek music, you can almost tell straight away. Like there's like a sound.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean. Like is there
for sure
something like that?
Oh, definitely. It's one of the world's oldest civilizations.
Yeah.
You know, like yeah, for sure. We've figured out a few things. We've got our own instruments, dances, and
nice
costumes and all that good shit. But also at the same time, everyone loves Doja Cat. You know, so
yeah, fair enough. All right,
like it's Western music is the dominant across the world. You know, so influences were definitely taken from different parts of the world. But also this is a thing with anything that's Chinese that is artistic / creative, is that there is as far as I know, there is a limit on how much you can actually express. So a lot of the lyrical content may be filtered.
Oh, okay.
There's definitely things that you can't say.
Yeah.
And I think that is not like, it's not necessarily a freedom of expression in music, right? You can make whatever, but you can't say whatever.
Yeah.
Classic China.
Yeah.
So thank fuck I'm here.
Yeah.
I can actually say what I
You
want.
escaped.
We outie, baby.
Escaped, bro.
Yeah. So, but yeah, back to the question before. How has your culture,
I'd say it's
if
more,
it has at all?
Yeah, I'd say more just like growing up and just, everyone's like, I'd say almost surrounded by music, but I'd say, like at weddings or just being at my grandparents' my grandparents would always listen to Arabic music, Lebanese music, or even like Turkish music. And I don't know, I wouldn't say like influence like the music that I make.
Right.
Oh man, I do have a song with like Jay coming out.
Yep.
It's definitely influenced by my Lebanese side.
It's a great song. He sent me the demo, and I was like, I want in on this.
Yeah,
and he's like, you can't do it. You have to be Arab to.
It would have been like look, like from like day dot, I had Jay in mind. He's Lebanese. It made sense. Look, if you guys want like part 2 with Kill Carter, but you have to do the whole verse in Arabic.
No, it's fine. Don't worry about it.
Or Chinese. You have to pick. You have to do the whole verse, and it can't be English.
I don't want a pity fucking remix, bro.
You know what? You could be in the music video, like in the intro to $1.80.
Oh god.
Capella, where the Asian dude pulls up and he's just like speaking fluent Arabic. That'd be nuts.
I don't think I have it in me, but we can try. Maybe
we can try.
But yeah, I think in terms of me,
Yeah.
It definitely doesn't dictate the sound, 'cause both myself and Dan operate in Western music, the overall bubble. But I think what it's done is that growing up as someone who is ethnic, who is not white, has put certain challenges in place that I had to overcome. And I feel like if I was a 12-year-old white kid who played AFL, who did those very stereotypical Australian white kid things, nothing wrong with it. But if I did that, I wouldn't have found music, right? I had to use it as a means to be cool, to be popular, to be accepted, to be interesting to other people, And I think without that, I wouldn't have gone this route or taken an interest in this passion.
Well, I think that's like that's interesting because to see like where, there's so many different like routes to where people get into music.
Right.
So for like the style of music, like getting into rap and like, writing raps, writing lyrics, getting into all that stuff came from just listening to hip hop and rap and just being like obsessed with the culture and the genre of rap.
How it makes you feel, yeah,
and then just
definitely
getting to a point where I was like, fucking, I'll like, I can try this shit.
Try it, yeah.
And then you start with just rhyming cat and bat and fucking around with your mates, and then
still do.
Yeah. But I still remember like when I was in, I think I would have been like 13, and I was with my mate, and I remember us like just like writing raps, and then I think that was like the point where it just kind of kicked off, and then it was like we did it together just to muck around. We just bored at home, and then I just kept doing it, and I just kind of fell in love with writing music. So that's where I'd say I started my music.
But when did you understand? But like obviously, like I've done the same thing with my friends where we just wrote funny shit or stupid things or whatever. But when did you actually start to understand song structure? And
I don't think I can give you like a time where I worked out that, but I reckon I got to a point where I was writing a lot. Well, it's not like I was like just doing like a few lines, right? And I was like on my iPad or some shit. I was like writing like quite a bit. Like I'd be writing like 2 minutes worth of raps.
Yeah.
At like 13, 14.
Wow.
And I think at that point I was just like, oh, like I'm actually, I don't know how to put it, but I was like, oh, I'm like I kind of like really doing this in a way.
Right.
Like I'm doing this a lot more than just like where it's something I'm just mucking around doing.
Right.
So yeah, and then I just kept doing it, and then it's just been something I've been doing since I was like 14.
Wow.
Writing music.
Fascinating. That's amazing.
Mm.
Nice.
Yeah.
I was just playing guitar when I was 14.
Just fucking shredding.
Yeah, I was just shredding when I was 14. But it's such a strange thing, inspiration, you know?
Yeah.
Especially as a young person, you're finding any kind of like means to connect with the rest of the world, and music is so accessible. It's so easy. You know, you chuck it on. If it makes you feel a certain way that you want to feel in that time, then it's locked in, you know?
Yeah. I think like I for me it was less about like connecting, I guess, with people or even the world at all. It was just I think it was more something that I just loved and I just wanted to do.
Nice. For me, it was always about connecting with people.
I
Even
think
like,
that, that's interesting. Like
even like now, it's the same.
Yeah, but like that's interesting. Like your story of like, you know, moving to Australia and then like finding something that'll, you know, I guess like you said, make you cool.
Make me cool,
At
make me accepted,
yeah.
make me interesting. Yeah, like you have to find a way when like it's such an interesting experience when language is taken out of your bag of tricks, you know, because when I was in China, I was a funny kid. I was short. I was really short. So I was like, all right, everyone's going to laugh at me for being tiny. So I'm going to have to do stunts.
Yeah.
So I was doing stunts and being funny and whatever. And when I came here, I couldn't be funny because I didn't understand humor. It's like learning humor in a new language. Insane.
Yeah. I'd say like learning humor just outside of your own friendship group can be like difficult. So you can imagine moving to a different country and that's crazy.
Because humor takes references, you know, like you need to refer to something, to particular experiences and points in time, events for it to be funny.
Yeah, I was talking to, who was I talking with? Like Jono and Emilio, right? And like with all the Arab stuff, I think at first, like the Maui don't worry, all that stuff, right? I think I was telling him like to find that funny, you really have to relate to that because I know people like that. I went to school with people who talk like that, and that's just like the way they are. So when I watch that, it's fucking like Superwalk, right?
Yeah,
like the Superwalk is just like the people I went to school with. Like there were just so many kids that were just like that.
But I think he has ascended beyond that point because he's so expressive.
Yeah,
and so over the top that you have to laugh.
Yeah,
you know,
he is like just regardless if you do relate to it, he's still funny.
Yeah.
But like I feel like if you do relate to it, it makes it so much more funnier.
Absolutely. Let's see.
Shout out Superwalk.
Shout out Superwalk, man. Imagine if we get Superwalk on the pod.
Bro. Fuck, that'd be amazing. I had a friend of mine who's been in a few episodes of some of his stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, shout out Noah. Shout out Noah Mountjoy if you're watching.
I remember going to watch Superwalk, and My Chonny is like the Asian version. He's like the Asian version of Superwalk.
He was
at Luna Park. I think I would have been a teenager at this stage.
Just fangirling, bro.
Yeah, I went
over Mike Chonny.
Yeah, dude. He
was so funny.
I went with a girl. I had like this crush on this chick. It was a sick experience to watch, but it was but I took an L that night. Let's just
like good sick, bad sick.
Huh?
Good sick or bad sick?
Oh, great. They killed it. It was funny as, but it's an L for me.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh well.
Yeah. Add it to the list.
Add it to my bags. My bags fumbled.
Damn.
You'll come to realize that there's a few. But anyway, next
question.
Next
Damn,
question.
I can't remember what the last one was, but how we ended up there.
Yep. Okay, let's see. What's the biggest challenge in the music industry for you?
I'd say
it should be easy. So many,
yeah. Getting your music heard to the amount of people that you want it to, reach. I'd say it's hard. Like it is, it's so much effort goes into the marketing and pushing your music. Like it doesn't just stop at making a great song. You have to, you have to put in all the extra miles after it and before it. And so
I feel like I had a very naive understanding of what this is before going into it.
Yeah, same,
because like I feel like there are two worlds where people who actually are in this and people who are not. And I feel like there's so many doors. I've opened a few doors, been to a few different rooms, but there's still so many more doors to open, But I think so far, it's been an eye-opening experience on how much other things, like you said, goes into it besides the making of the song. The making of the song is like the first 25%, and you need extraordinary talent or luck or whatever to get that song, that hit, and the rest of it is team involved. You got to do a whole bunch of other things. And
which is like kind of it's like annoying, but it makes sense.
It's fascinating.
Yeah,
I just want to know,
because like the greatest song of all time could be out there that no one's ever heard.
But I also think that's cap, because if it's really the greatest song of all time, that thing's gonna fly.
Yeah, that's also true. But you kind of get what I mean. Like, there's great songs out there that that don't get the attention it should be getting. But
yeah. But I think for me, the biggest challenge is myself. I think, because you're constantly in a competition with yourself yesterday, and you're monitoring how you're going, if there's anything new that you can think of, if there's any risks that you should take or maybe you shouldn't. Are you being consistent enough? Are you being thoughtful enough? Are you being authentic enough? Are you thinking too much? Are you not thinking enough? That is the main thing, because I feel like learning the logistics and rules of marketing, of songwriting and different things like that, that's gonna naturally take time. But it's whatever happens up here that gives you that consistency and doesn't kill your passion along the way. So
I think as well, that's, you got to try not to drive yourself into the ground as well.
Yeah.
You got to, I kind of stand by a rule, I'd say like my own rule, where I try not to force myself to do things a lot, if that kind of makes sense. Like I won't go and make music because, in a way, like I won't like talk to myself like, oh, you have to go make music right now because fucking like you gotta get better or some shit, or like you're not doing enough, like that. I never talk to myself in that way. It's always like I'll make a song when I feel I'm in that zone,
right,
when I feel motivated to do it, because I know that in that moment I'll get the best out of my work.
No, absolutely, 100%. That is true. When I used to work, I used to make myself do it all the time. Like yesterday, I sat there trying to make music for like 5-6 hours, and
you could come up with something, but I feel like most of the time, if it's not there in that moment, then it just it won't really happen, because you're not in that mindset.
You're constantly trying to catch lightning in a bottle.
Yeah,
really. But yeah, I didn't learn that until a few years in. That this is not going to the gym. You can't just kind of do it every day and expect to progress in that way.
It helps if you are doing it every day. Obviously, you're going to be improving.
Yeah, for sure.
You're doing it every day. But I'd say for me, I am working on music almost every day because I'm always writing.
Yeah.
Because when I'm in the car, most of the time I've just got beats on and I'm still writing. So it's not I feel like when I go back to making, recording a song, it's a lot, I wouldn't say different, but it's two different zones that I go in, because I'm writing a lot, but it's the zone where I sit down and I record a track and I make the song.
Yep.
That's a different zone for me than the writing
freestyling
process.
in your car. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I think inevitably, if you're passionate about something, you're gonna go back and continue to do it again and again and again. But yeah, there is a certain level of pressure that is unhelpful. but it's finding that fine line, but also having the self-awareness to know what type of person you are. I put an immense amount of pressure on myself, and I should chill out. But that's me.
Yeah, everyone's
But that's
different.
me. But whereas other people should put more pressure on themselves and do more. But it's
I
just
feel like
I
I could put more pressure on myself because I'm very just like, you know, very chill with like how I'm just like very relaxed at home, and I like very rarely put pressure on myself unless it's something like I know I really got to do. So for example, at the moment I'm putting pressure on myself for organizing my next show,
right,
because I know that's something I need to get done.
Yep.
And I know I can just like sit there and just be like kind of lazy and just, you know, keep procrastinating, but I try to put pressure on myself in those situations where I'm like, okay, I need to get this done.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Now that kind of brings us to the next question, right? Because we're talking about pressure and, you know, feeling complacent, but the next one is what does I don't want to misquote this.
Shout out.
So
who's shouting out? Let's just shout out someone.
So this is from Ballin.
Shout out Logan M.
What both of you think comfy cruising altitude looks like for a music career? Keyword is comfy cruising altitude. Let's define that.
Okay, I'm going to answer that straight away. If this I hope this answers the question. I've always thought to myself, I would be happy, right, if I could make, like, my job was making music,
right,
for like the rest of my life, and I was earning enough consistently where I could just live, right, where I could live comfortably, as in, like, you know, just I don't need anything fancy, I don't need a crazy car. As long as I can live comfortably and make music, I'd be happy.
And that's your comfy
that would be like my
altitude.
like being realistic as well, right?
Yeah.
So where I'm like comfortable, right? I'm doing what I want to do, so I'm loving my job, and yeah, I don't have to stress about living,
right?
If that makes sense.
I like it, and I think that's a goal that I like. Yeah, like I agree with it. It's cool,
Yeah.
but I think for
it's
me,
not like more not having to worry about doing extra to support.
So you have a system,
Yeah, to support my music career,
right?
If that makes sense,
right?
That's
right,
a better way of putting it. Whereas like music is the thing that it's my full-time job.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
like not at the like I wouldn't care. Like obviously like, you know, like being like a fucking megastar would be crazy or whatever, or just having millions of dollars obviously would be nice. But
yeah.
I'd still be satisfied if I was just making enough where it was my full-time job still.
Yeah, true. I don't ever want to be satisfied. I don't ever want to reach whatever the comfy cruisy altitude is for myself, because I get bored. Yeah.
No,
like my comfy cruisy is consistently doing more and doing new things. I think I find comfort in knowing that tomorrow I'm trying something that I haven't tried before. And if I'm doing the same type of thing every day, rapping over the same stuff, writing the same kind of songs, shooting videos slightly different but the same, I will get bored, and that will make me extremely uncomfortable.
Yeah, that's true. I'd say I agree with that, as in like the creative side of things, where I would not want to.
But even in life, I want to go different places.
Yeah, that's true.
I want to catch flights.
I think I took that question more of like a living standpoint of like what's like your cruisy comfortable for like music, as in like, but for like like in life in general, I always want to do new stuff and try new stuff. I was thinking of more of like, I don't know how I approach that question, but
hey, but that's the yin and yang of this dynamic.
Yeah,
you know, you're a lot more chill.
Like I could.
Whereas I'm a little bit more chaotic.
Yeah, like I was talking to someone today about like the lockdowns, where like for some people it was like, you know, very stressful and hard, you know, due to like mental health and everything, where I'd say I'm not maybe lucky enough where I kind of love I enjoy my own company, and I don't mind being by myself, and kind of I can sit, I don't feel guilty for doing nothing as well, which I know a lot of people do.
I hate it.
Yeah, I could sit there all day and just watch a TV show and just feel absolutely fine about it.
That's insane.
And not care one bit.
That's insane. Yeah, no, like I do it, but only when I'm sick.
Yeah. No, I can do it whenever.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I have to
Don't
do
go,
something.
like-
I just get bored so easily, man. Like, but the thing is, I'm also the type of person where, like, if I start watching episode 1 for something, the whole series needs to get done within the next 48 hours.
Yeah. So you like to see things through.
Yeah, like if I want to do something, it's getting done,
Yeah.
like now.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a wave, you know. Most days I feel like I spend my time banging my head against the wall, but it's satisfying in its own way.
Yeah, fair enough, man.
You got any questions?
Yeah, I did have one actually. Surprisingly, I had people. Someone asked me a question. They asked when our next collab is going to be.
Oh, interesting question.
I did send Carter something.
Yeah.
That is pretty sick. That eventually, you know.
That's what never coming out sounds like in the music industry.
Yeah.
Eventually.
We'll see. I want to get
Eventually
it.
means
Yeah.
it's
I want to
dead.
get it mixed and then see how it sounds, and then yeah.
eventually means it's died. But I'm fine with it.
It's crazy. No, look, it is.
Most of the songs die.
I am happy with the track. Do you know what it is? I think I've just got so much going on with everything, with like the album and all that.
You're hitting me with the cliches, bro.
Yeah.
You hit me
I'll
with
tell
the
you straight. Like,
I've got
it's probably
so much going
it's not
on.
gonna be on the album. Like, but that's more of like I want to see it as a single. I see it more as a single rather than on the album.
Oh, you can just say my verse trash, bro. It's
Huh?
okay.
No, it's actually fucking crazy.
So I bought it in
No,
on his
and
own
then
song, and he.
I can tell though as well. I'm not gonna say too much, but I can tell the night that you after your show you went back and finished the verse, and like the shit that you mentioned in the verse, like kind of about that night, because I remember you saying something to me, and then in the verse is like kind of what you told me. I don't want to say it because it might make you sound like a bit of a dick. In a way,
Why would it make me sound? Nah, go on.
we're just gonna like if you don't want it, then will we cut it?
You don't have to name names, but
No, it wasn't like names,
But you
but
can
you
describe
was
a situation.
like, you were like when you did your set, you were like, oh, I like to see like any motherfucker like try beat that shit after that.
Oh,
And
after
then
my.
and then in your verses like make motherfuckers like insecure for a show.
Oh no! You read into it wrong. So for me to justify that, I don't think it makes me sound like a dick. I think any performer should have the confidence to go on stage and be like, "Yup, I'm gonna give everything that I can, and I want to be the best set on the evening." I feel like if you don't come with that attitude, that's on you.
Yeah.
You know, like I try to do that at least.
Yeah,
You know,
fair
so
enough.
I don't think that makes me sound like a dick. I'm just doing my job.
Yeah.
And also number 2, in terms of the song, the line was tall poppy motherfuckers, insecure for sure. So I'm talking about the tall.
So you didn't say insecure for a show.
I said for sure. Like
I
like
can't.
for sure.
I thought you said I thought you said like making like
No,
insecure for a
listen,
show.
listen. So
Isn't that crazy?
So that is about the whole tall poppy syndrome that I have kind of experienced and seen around. I feel like that's a worldwide kind of problem.
Damn, I'm just sorry. I'm just still lost because I've just like taken all of that just completely wrong.
That's fine. You can read into it however.
That's like he asked
you
me to
like.
do. He's like, "Oh, do you know my verse on Ballin?" I was just like, "I don't. I still don't know what you say in like some
Not
parts
much.
of the second verse."
Not much. I mean, that's the thing with like rap sometimes. I feel like it doesn't matter how good or whatever you are, some people gonna mishear the thing that you say.
No, but I'm like kind of trash at picking up lyrics. Like in general, doesn't matter who it is.
Yeah, fair enough. But yeah. Yeah, like I feel like there's a lot of we just need to spread more love around, really. I understand that people, like everyone out here, is trying their best, you know, to attain something, but that something is there for everyone, you know. There's not limited spots. You just got to find your pocket, you know.
Yeah.
And
I think like
and be nice and supportive
Yeah.
towards other people.
I think
you know?
like genuine collaborations is like a important thing. Like I get like you need a network and, you know,
For sure.
collaborate with different people, but I feel like especially if it's within your own city, like I guess like we collaborated because Like we started because like the Ballin came from the
It started.
The-
It
with the
started
bus-
when me and Mata were doing a foot race on grass, and Dan hopped on the live, and he was like, "I'll play you basketball," and I was like, and leading up to that, on that same week, he said we should make a song called that, and I sent him the song like 2 hours later or
yeah,
something.
it was kind of crazy. I always tell people that like the whole story behind Ballin and like how quick the song came together and the show and everything is like kind of nuts.
I
How
know.
quick we did all that shit.
We get shit done
Yeah.
for sure. But yeah, to answer your question, next collab, I don't know. Tell Dan to clear the song.
We'll, yeah. All right. I'll put something out on Instagram, and we'll see what you guys think. But I fuck with it. I do fuck with the track. It is fucking dope.
Save it for after your album.
Crazy beat switch too.
Save it for after your album.
Yeah.
This
Facts.
This hella time. Okay, well I feel like we've been talking for a minute.
How long are
haven't
we on now? Woo, 51 minutes.
It's kind of perfect. I mean, we have 10 minutes to close it out, and then let's call it an episode 1.5.
Yeah, 1.5. But yeah, make sure you guys let us know what you wanna. I can't remember if I said this in this episode or the last one.
Let's just bang it again. I feel like
What?
I said let's just bang it again. You know?
Okay.
Knock it out again.
Yeah. Damn, bro. Fuck. Is that how you feel?
Yeah, that's how I feel.
Bang.
Bro.
Have you seen that video? Just let me bang, bro. I just want to bang.
We need to have different segments. I think segments are going to make this a lot more cohesive
Yeah.
and keep us kind of in check,
Yeah.
because we are rookies at doing this, you know.
Yeah.
Hopefully this has been somewhat entertaining,
Mm.
or just anything at all. If you've gotten to this point, thank you.
And I feel like all podcasts kind of start off, 2, 3 guys, people talking.
Just chats.
And then, throughout as the show progresses, things get introduced, like little game show stuff. New guests, open up new doors and stuff like that. So
Yeah,
we're definitely gonna, elevate. And it'll just get more fun and entertaining to watch.
Oh,
I'd
for
say.
sure. But we're gonna keep it light, keep it consistent. We're gonna try and drop one per.
Yeah, he was saying per. You want to do one every day? If you want to see
I'm
him
joking.
talk every day,
I'm joking.
you're more than welcome.
I'm joking.
Because
I'm
bro,
joking.
I ain't fucking.
I'm not doing this every day, bro.
Yeah.
But I think once a week is
Just chill.
is good. It's chill. I like that.
Except for the drive here, but
Yeah.
anyway.
Yeah, but
I hate
this
driving.
guy always complaining.
Fucking-
But yeah, so we're gonna have guests, we're gonna have segments, we're gonna have a name, we're gonna have all of these things. But I think just like anything else, the most difficult part is to start. Once you have started, you start to realize practical problems and different things like that, like we did today with the
Yeah.
audio and everything else.
You
So
live and you learn.
yeah, facts. So hope you know what I'm hoping for.
What are you hoping for?
That you actually press record on the camera, and if we've just done this again and the whole thing's not recorded, I'm
Yeah,
going to
look.
be very upset.
That's red, and that was red when I walked away.
Yep.
So let's
Stay red.
yeah,
Stay red.
stay red, people.
Yeah, but on that note, that's it.
I've been Dan. See you later.